Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, it's Optimus again, and we have a new hero in the game. Her name is Yuu, she's a Navy hero, and first and foremost I would like to say that in this video you are gonna find more information than usual. I'm gonna show you how much you need to spend for level 7 exclusive, how much you need to spend for level 5 exclusive, and I'm gonna tell you what some other way more experienced players think about her and why, which is one of the reasons that this video has been taking a little bit longer to make, that I was waiting for this input and also testing her out a little bit on my second account. So without further ado, let's go and start, and we are going to start with her bio a little bit, just okay, so you can see that she's a Japanese lady with 2 katanas, and she's a member of a formerly wealthy family, which has sort of fallen from glory, and then she got into gambling, and now everything is a bet to her. And she is pretty RNG, which I'm gonna explain right now, because the leaked stats that were on my, the video that I made, as I said, they were pretty crap. The second leak stats of the skill, which were on the top war community and so on, were actually pretty correct. However, now with the percentages, they actually have much more shape, so to say. They make much more sense now. You should take also take into consideration that she's a defensive hero, both like in how she works and that she's gonna give you much more defense than war, and her things scale with defense rather than war. So even her attack actually scales with defense, not with war. I mean the damage of the special skill. So the special skill is gonna give you, in the first round, it's gonna give you not really a shield, but like a reduction on damage taken, on the final damage taken. So this is a actual flat 10% to 20% reduction from the final damage taken, similarly to how Optimus Prime works. It is actually less than Optimus Prime has, okay? So we are gonna just check how much Optimus Prime has, and I'll later get into that when I show you some screenshots and so on, why it's actually important. And when we look at this, Optimus Prime is from up to 41%. And you can see this is my 2-star one, which is 27. So I'm thinking it's probably 20 to 40. I don't remember now what it was on 1%. It doesn't, 1-star, I mean, it doesn't really matter, okay? So this is the first part of the skill. The second part is sort of like Akatora, when every time, like at the start of the battle, and after every time she launches this attack, she gets 1 to 6 rage, and whenever she gets to 7 rage, she launches an infernal attack which is 20 to 40% damage based on her stars. That does not seem like a lot of damage, right? However, this thing actually hits every single enemy unit. So basically, yes, if you're hitting a boss, it's gonna be super weak. But if you're hitting an enemy player or some high-level Eternal Land enemies, it's gonna do quite good damage for first. Like if it hits 9 stacks, it's gonna be 180 in the beginning, or it's gonna be up to 360 in the end. And if you get the exclusive up, which you probably will if you are planning to use her, then it's actually gonna do more. The exclusive levels it by 3%. So, like it's gonna do even more damage. You can do over 400% damage total with the skill. And it also reduces the damage taken, the damage done by that enemy, which is also pretty important. It's by 10 to 20%, which is a little bit less than Akatora, but it's gonna be, like hitting everything. That's for one, and it's gonna make Balos more reliable, so her damage buff. And also, it actually stacks with Akatora. So we are gonna look at that later. Okay, now we are 4 minutes in, and we are gonna go and we are gonna actually check this thing. So this is the last part of the exclusive. Sorry, this is not the thing about the exclusive that I wanted to say. One more thing is that it replaces the Optimus Primes Indestructible. The reason is that they don't want you to use both of them. For obvious reasons, it'll be too overpowered. And the other reason is that whales are actually currently using Optimus Prime even for Navy, for defense. So that's the reason they sort of want to remove that. But as I will show you later, they didn't really succeed. Or, yeah, pretty much. So let's take a look at the ways that you get her. So it's the same as always. You can buy her for $20 outright. I would not suggest you do that. However, you can also look at this, and that is the hidden effects. So the hidden effects here are level 3 is gonna be plus 30%, level 5 is gonna be, level 3 is plus 30% naval unit HP, level 5 is 3% all units damage, even when she's not there, and level 7 is navy damage by 15% increased, and she is always gonna get at least 3 rage, which I'm gonna talk about more later again. I'm sort of skipped here now and mentioned this when I shouldn't. So the other two ways are the same as always. It's gonna be the mysterious lucky treasure, the mysterious treasure, which works as always. You have a chance to get part of these gems on the bottom. When you draw here, you get this percentage chance, and etc. etc. And and there is also the way to get her from the premium tickets. So the premium tickets you can access through here, this time limited thing. And you can see I have one here. I bought it. I don't know why. And actually, what I will show you is that the actual calculation. I don't want to make it again, but here you can check. So the average price for any new hero in Mysterious Treasure is gonna be 2,800 gems, sort of like that. On my second account, it actually cost me 4,600 because I was unlucky. You can see here why the percentage is like that. I don't want to repeat the whole thing. And the purple recruit is gonna be sort of anywhere from like 2 to 6,000 again, or like on the average even, because we actually don't know. So as you can see here, you get 28% chance to get shards, but the shards can be up to 5 shards. And you have 2% to get 10 shards, so it's actually like 0.2 extra shard and etc. You have the math there on my reference materials channel. So I'm gonna do this because I had one, and I actually just got her instantly. Are you kidding me? So I just got her for 200 gems. Really? Or was that a shard? So I just got her for 200 gems on video. Okay. So this average is out. This average is out because on the second account I got her for much more than I should have. Okay, so I will not actually show you. I could show you just like, but you've seen that before, right? Oh, actually there's 27,000 now. I'm gonna gamble a bit, even though I shouldn't. And I'm actually getting really lucky here. Oh, but I don't really want to do it because it's generally not really worth it mathematically. You're better off using gold shards after she's once after you unlock her, you should use gold shards. You shouldn't really buy her things. So yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna do this anymore, or maybe I will a bit more for like gem gift, I guess. But yeah, I shouldn't really do it. So basically, right now I've paid in these last 3 rolls. I got how many? Yeah, I've just wasted a lot of gems basically. But okay. So that's me being greedy because I keep getting drawn into this, but I haven't actually gotten any of these winnings gems for so many months. I got it multiple times on the first month and basically never since. So let's go back to the hero herself, and we are gonna go and we are gonna upgrade her a little bit to 2 stars, and that's because that's what I upgrade my heroes to that I don't actually use. She's gonna be up here because I can upgrade her because I got these gems, right? I mean, sorry, you know what I mean. The shards. We're gonna look and we're gonna see. Okay, so we got 13 extra shards. Okay, so it's not that bad, but yeah, you can sometimes get shards for like 100 and something, 120 or 100 when you're doing it in the, sorry, what I wanted. When you're doing it in the, what's it called? In the flippy cards. Sorry, I got lost in thoughts there. So you can see that it improved a little bit. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show you on some random dark forces. And I'm gonna also show you what happens when we use Akatora on her and that it stacks. I'm gonna prove that to you. I will just have to find, I will have to just figure out how to do this the best way possible so that I don't actually completely die. And let's look at it. Okay, I'm just gonna send it like this and we're gonna see what happens. I should probably beat them, but yeah, that's because of my high fire rate and stuff. So we're gonna see. I am on the servers which have the stronger dark forces, which are basically equal to some like 3 to 4 stars in Eternal Lens. Yeah, okay, they got wiped out. But we're just gonna see, just gonna check. So basically, if you get lucky, you can instantly shoot on the first shot. But if you get unlucky, it can take you up to 6 extra shots. But you will definitely always fire at least once in the first round. And it seems that I'm now too strong. Basically, I just swipe them no matter what, even before their turn comes. So, you know, that happens. At any rate, we are actually gonna go and we are gonna test her with Akatora for various reasons. And first, I will show you with Akatora. I'm not even gonna equip her things and so on. I'm just gonna show you with Akatora like this to compare even the damage between them. Okay, let's look at it. I think level 19 should be appropriate for these two level 2 heroes. Okay, yeah, okay. And we are gonna see how much damage they do in comparison. But you will probably not see the damage stacking because they are not like exchanging fire, basically. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So you can see that it killed like 2, 3, 4, 5 units basically. And when she's gonna hit, she's gonna kill multiple from each. Yeah, like 1 from each at least. So basically she does about twice the damage on 2 stars than he does total. When there is 9 units. When there's gonna be less units, Akatora's damage is gonna stay full, her isn't. And as you see, she is very RNG. Because if you get lucky, you can just shoot over and over again with her special thing. So she just shot 3 times in 1 round. Which Akatora would theoretically, Akatora is actually more reliable if he is higher stars. Because, if I'm not mistaken, that is, sorry. I don't actually use my Akatora, even though he's almost overpowered, but he's, not level, yeah. But basically, the higher he is, higher stars he is, the more rage you start with. So you're actually guaranteed to fire on first shot if you have him maxed, which is a pretty important thing. And his damage reduction on the enemy is much bigger. You can see here it's much bigger. So we are actually gonna what we are gonna try to do right now is we are gonna check how much attack speed they have, so that we can actually take we are gonna take level 9 only HFR if I have it, which I actually should. And we are gonna switch out the HFRs. Oh, this is not gonna, they wouldn't have HP. So wait. I'm just gonna equip it here. And basically now my ships should exchange fire with those enemies. I could theoretically send them on level 20 to die, so you would see properly, but I don't really want to do that. So we are gonna go like this again. I could go and increase the march size and stuff, but I'm not doing that on purpose. We're just testing things out here right now. So we should see, hopefully they will not both debuff the same targets before they shoot. We're gonna see. Oh, they are gonna fire at the same time, which is gonna be, yeah. I sort of want them to fire at different times so that some of the enemy units have both debuffs, some of them have only one. But they also would need to have the same amount of units. So it's gonna be really hard actually to do this. But I guess we can theoretically see it if we count like how many they are shooting. Okay, so this is 2 units shooting, which have only, oh, it dodged really. It was 2 units shooting with only 1 debuff though. And it's another dodge. Okay. But you could see that this one did 3.6 billion with the extra shot, even though because it was double debuff, even though there was twice the amount of them than on the other one. So, okay, I was told that they stack. It's actually hard to test it here, but I'm gonna believe the whales who tell me that it stacks. I don't wanna do this actually again, so, but yeah, you get the idea. Basically, she debuffs everything, but for weaker debuff, she also does less damage to all of them. But again, she hits everything while he hits a random amount of targets and debuffs them for more. So she's actually gonna be pretty strong. And also she's gonna be pretty strong because of the exclusive, because as I said, the exclusive skill is gonna give you 30% Navy HP to your units in the fight, 3% all damage increase to all units, all units, no matter if in the battle or even what type they are, even if they are army. And lastly, on level 7, it's gonna be plus 15% damage increase for naval units. And she is gonna recover 3 rage, which is actually the very important part, because otherwise, 15% damage increase would not be that big a deal. However, with that upgrade, depending how it is actually gonna work, she's gonna be firing either every 2.5 shots or every 3 shots. So she's gonna be either basically have 40% procrate or 33.3 procrate, which is really big. It's basically as big as Katyusha has. And even though she's not gonna be one-shooting everything like Katyusha is, like one-shooting random stacks, and not gonna be stacking on boss, for instance, it's gonna still be like the same amount of damage or even bigger amount of damage in the first round, and especially because it's on Navy. So, let's look at this, how this is calculated, okay? So basically you get 6 different outcomes, 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for a total of 21. There is 6 chances, 6 possible outcomes, so you divide it, and you get to a 3.5 average. That's the 3.5 average rage you'll have when the battle starts. Which means that you need on average 3.5 more hits to fire it off. And after every fire, it's gonna be the same thing, because it's gonna also again reset to 1 to 6. So basically you have 28.5% chance until you get her exclusive to level 7. Her exclusive on level 7 is gonna change this calculation either by making it just 4 chances, 3, 4, 5, 6, or by making it 3 times 3, like 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. So depending on how that works, it's gonna basically be, it's basically gonna be, like, as I said, every 3 shots or every 2.5 shots. You can check this thing, like, again, if you do. I got a bit lost here. But yeah, so that's gonna be quite a big difference, I guess, in the procrate, basically, extra 7% procrate, and make her more reliable. And we are gonna talk about another thing, which is the best way to get these levels. So I didn't do a best way to get level 3. Level 3 is just 9 of them. So if you want 9 of them, you can just buy 7 times the tier 1 and 1 time level 2, okay? So I'm just gonna edit this, okay? I'm gonna edit this even though I don't want to do that really. Or maybe I'll just edit it later, okay? But we are gonna see. Okay. Okay, do like this. Okay, I just edited it, so you can check it if you go there. So that's basically gonna be what, $19, okay, I guess. Or you can later, of course, get it in the exclusive skill store, but it's gonna take a few months before she gets in exclusive skill store. So yeah, that's not ideal, I guess, for most people who wanna whale and stuff. So yes, if you wanna get to level 5, because these are the offer tiers right here. If you go here into the offer, if you buy this level 1, it's gonna upgrade into level 2 version, which is gonna upgrade into level 3 version, and so on. So this is the average you pay for every skill there. And basically the first one is discounted, then you have 3 with the same price, and then you have 1 which is more. However, as you can see here, you can save some money by doing some math, because you don't actually have to buy the third tier on every single day, and you would still not reach it. So you basically, if you buy tier 3 on every single day, you are still not gonna have enough. You're gonna either have to wait and buy 3 of them in the exclusive shard shop in the game later, or you are going to have to buy it for, or you're going to have to buy it, buy another level 4 then. So what you can do instead is you can buy one level 4 and then you can skip upgrading to level 3 twice. So basically, as you can see here, you are going to have to buy level 1 every single day, buy level 2 every single day, 5 days buy level 3 as well, and 1 day buy level 4. And that way it's gonna cost you $179 to get to level 5, which is still a lot of money, and I myself will still not pay this. No way, Jose, or whatever you wanna call this. And then here you have the the spreadsheet. What you need to do to buy level 7 the cheapest way possible, pretty much. So to buy level 7 the cheapest way possible, you are going to have to buy all the lower tiers and tier 4 twice every single day. So basically you are gonna pay $277 or pounds or whatever you're paying every single day, which is gonna go to an almost $2,000 price tag, which is pretty horrible. And yeah, I already made another video about that, how I feel about them milking whales for $2,000 every single month on every single new hero. So we are through this, and we are gonna go and check this last thing. And this is actually sort of important, because as per like whale testing, basically Optimus Prime is still gonna be better than her in defense. Okay, so on Navy defense, Optimus Prime is still gonna be the best hero for Navy defense, basically, because of how he works. Because Optimus Prime's and her use and Optimus Prime's reduction is like final damage reduction. So basically, if you reduce the damage you take in first round by 40%, it's basically gonna be as if the opponent who has 3 heroes had only 2, for example. It's really silly actually, and I will actually have to upgrade my Optimus Prime myself. That is maybe could be a topic for another video, because this video is getting really long actually. But basically you can just see here, if you just go and check this, this is basically the result of a guy attacking some smaller whale guy attacking a bigger whale in bigger whales whatever defense. And when the bigger whale is using Optimus, he only loses, you can see the remaining units here, right? So you can see that he lost a total of 3, 3, 9, so he was 15, 21, he lost 28 units. In the second match, when he was actually using a maxed out Yu, true, not with like completely maxed, not with like level 7 exclusive. I actually don't know what exclusive they had. Definitely not level 7 on Yu, maybe level 7 on Optimus. Maybe that could also be the case. But you can see that here it was 11. Lost just on the first stack, another 10, another 15. So this guy lost 35, 40. He lost 40 units here compared to, I don't know how many I said a moment ago, but much less. I think 28, right? So you can basically see that he lost like half more units. It is possible again that like he was really lucky with the with Optimus, or he was really unlucky with Yu, etc., etc. There is many different explanations, including that it wasn't level 7 exclusive Yu. So we are going to have to wait for a few more days to see actual testing from people with level 7 exclusive Yu. And yeah, like we are gonna see. I think she's gonna be pretty good, and she's definitely good for all the people who are not spending hard and don't wanna pay $40 for Akatora and missed Akatora when he was released, and all the newer servers which didn't get Akatora pretty much in the free as either complete at all. Like so, like yeah, it's gonna be another option. So you can be playing Yu with Balos, for instance. You can maybe play without Akatora now. Basically, Akatora is no longer gonna be completely mandatory, but I still think he's gonna be the strongest hero, right? Because he just scales pretty hard. The damage reduction from him on max level is 54%, and if you even upgrade him a bit more, through getting some more defense from decorations, from your class, from being Grand Marshal and so on, he is gonna reduce the damage even more. He's gonna maybe do 60% reduction. Especially depending on how actually his exclusive works, which I am not currently completely certain if it scales that as well. I am not sure. I'm just gonna check if they actually write it here. I think I knew this. I knew the answer to this question. I didn't know it would be in today's quiz. Didn't prepare for that, sorry. But I think it should work, okay? So basically here, if you get Akatora to level 5 or level 3 or whatever, it should increase the damage reduction even further. So he is pretty crazy. But it's for another video, which I'm gonna maybe make finally. I even had some better replays from other guys to show you, but I didn't get around to that. Sorry about that. So yeah, here we are with another new crazy hero. Might be a little bit stronger than Akatora, theoretically. Might not be. Might be a bit more reliable, I guess. But yeah, I think that for those of you who already have Akatora maxed, you don't really need to max her if you don't have 3 heroes. If you do have 3 heroes, then you will probably be attacking with YUU Akatora and Palos or something like that. If you're gonna be whale defending, you should still keep using Optimus Prime though, even for Navy. And basically then, if you... And yeah, like theoretically, but you can replace him with you and then move Optimus to army if you want. But you know what I mean, like he is still so good even for Navy basically. That's like the issue. So yeah, you can maybe just use him for both, if with like some with a mix of skills, or like make just he will just not have the proper skills if you give him the merge sizes, 2 merge sizes, and then you give him an extra like Navy, for instance, skill, and he will just not have the army one, or the other way around, up to you. But yeah, he's just still gonna be so good on defense. I need to get mine up actually, and I sort of, as you can see, actually do one good thing about him, and I wanted to comment on that in another video, so I still didn't merge them up or buy the last one, is that you actually ended the Transformers event with almost level 3 on him. Anyway, this video is now 30 minutes almost, so I have to go and end it and upload it. And maybe I should have actually made it a list of like multiple separate videos, okay, but I did not. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, please have a wonderful day and like and subscribe. Goodbye.